Welcome everybody to the up, down, flip, flop extravaganza. So today we have 9 different exercises. Each one is going to be 1 minute long. We have 10 seconds between each one, minute rest at the end, and you can go through this as many times as you want. We're doing it 3 times, so you're just going to follow along and keep up. So the moves I'm going to show you as we go. We don't need to do a warm-up because we're going to progressively get a little bit harder, but we are going to be starting with some squats. So you can go ahead, take a squat stance, feet a little bit separated, and everything today, it's slow and controlled. We're not going at a super fast pace. So do you want to hit the start button on there? And then you're going to want to hit the play button. All right, so we have 15 seconds. This first move, it's slow and controlled, big arm rotation. So we're going to squat, hands rotating back, palms facing up, and we're going to push all the way through, reach overhead, thumbs back, balancing on our tippy toes. So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So right down low, load those hips, push it all the way up, lock it on those tippy toes, thumbs pointing backwards, and then control it nice and slow all the way down. Nice fluid motion. So as we're dropping down our feet, we're already starting that descent. As we're coming up, part way, we're already starting that calf raise. If you want to challenge this a little bit more, you can close your eyes that whole time. So we're halfway through. Again, just slow and controlled, big arm motions. All the way up. 15 more seconds. Next exercise, we're going to be doing push-ups, but a little bit different on those push-ups. So make sure you keep your eye on what we're doing. Another 3, 2, and 1. You can grab your stool. All right, so we have 2 variations. You can either use a stepper to make it a little bit easier or go straight on the ground. So the way we're going to do it, so I'm going to face this way, is we're going to go for a push-up. You're going to step aside your hand, drop your hip, lift your hip, reach it backwards. And we're just going to alternate that side to side. Make those hips work just a little bit. Open them up, little mobility. And it's core as well. As you go nice and slow, moving those feet. The slower you go, reaching those feet backwards, the more the core has to work. If we're halfway through, or if it's getting too hard on that push-up, you can do your push-up on your knees and then step forward with that foot planted in the back. 10 seconds. Right after these, we're going to be laying on our back. We're going to do a back press. 3, 2, 1. All right, straight on our backs. Next move. So we're laying on our backs. We're going to be driving our elbows into the ground to push our upper body away from the ground. So minutes going. Let's do this. Push up and down. Push up and down. There we go. So just like doing back rows if you were to use weights, is we're driving our elbows behind us, using those big powerful back muscles. Okay, we're not doing a sit-up. Nice. Halfway through. We've done up and down. We've done flip and flop. So we're going to be up on our feet again next, working on our legs. So next one is going to be lunges. We're still driving those elbows behind you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up on your feet. So these next lunges, it's legs, it's balance, it's mobility. We're going to take a big lunge, step backwards, rotate your arms, open up your arms, and come up. Good, let's keep going. So whatever leg is back, that's the arm reaching up. Whatever leg is forward, that's the direction we rotate. So just slow and controlled. Every time when we come up, make sure you're turning those thumbs out, opening your chest. It's halfway. If you're feeling a little wobbly on your feet, that's good. That's supposed to happen here. 10 seconds. We're into push-ups next. We have 2 variations. Ali's going to be doing a T push-up. All right, so Ali's T push-up is going to be right here. Push-up, up onto the side, alternating side to side. If it gets too hard, same thing, but on the knees. And I'm going to do some kick throughs. So let's do this. Push-up, I'm going kick through. A little bit more core work required. But both of them, great exercises. It's halfway through. Working on our back and shoulders after these. Now if it gets too hard at any point, either slow down, loosen your arms out, or do the push-up on your knees. 10 seconds. Whoop, lost my balance. All right, prone cobras next. So, stretching those arms out, playing with my handsies. All right, so we're gonna rotate wide, point your palms forward, lift your chest up, and then right back around. Nice wide motion, slow and controlled. I'm feeling those already. And I realized at the beginning of the video, I forgot to introduce you. This is Ali. She's my wife. She's so lovely. Mama of 5. 15 seconds to go. Ten seconds. We're gonna do Joe's lunges next. I don't know if that's what they're called, but I learned them from Joe. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do more of a hip hinge. Hips push back, touch your toes, push up. So you'll feel your glutes, that's your bum, and your hamstrings, that's the back of your upper leg, tense up. So we're not lunging down and touching, we're hinging over, pressing through those heels, coming back up again. Now as you do this, keeping your back straight as you can, allowing your hips to reach behind you, loading the back of your upper leg. 2 more exercises to go after this one, and then we'll take our first break. Ten seconds. We're gonna do a Superman plank next. Harder versions on your toes, easier version on your knees. All right, so easier version on your hands and knees, reaching opposite leg and arm, setting it down, alternating side to side, and you're just holding it as long as it takes you to be in control and be balanced. Harder version is up on your toes, but same thing, opposite arm and leg. Hold it just long enough to say that you're in control of the exercise. And if you're feeling wobbly, that's the whole point. So upper body strength, core strength, and shoulder strength. 15 seconds. We're on the ground next. Now if it gets too hard on your toes, finish it out on your knees. And we're just going to lay face down. So go ahead, flat down, prone shoulder press. So palms facing each other. Lift up just a little bit with your chest, and we're just reaching all the way forwards and pulling it all the way back. So it's like you're doing a shoulder press and a chin up. And this one's gonna burn your shoulders. So at any point it gets too hard, just rest down just a couple seconds. Let that burn ease off a tiny bit. And then jump back in as soon as you're ready. That 60 seconds feels like a long time on this last one. 12 seconds to go. And that's round one. All right, guys. Guys and girls, 10 seconds to go, starting all over again with our slow squats, big range of motion. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do this. Remember, nice wide rounded motion, palms face up at the top, big wide circle, finish on your tippy toes, lock it out at the top. And if you stumble a little bit at the top, that's why we're doing this. Make sure as we drop down, loading those legs, pressing it all the way up to make it harder. We close our eyes, and then you have to focus more on the muscles that are activating, where you are in space. 20 seconds to go. Oh, that's hard with the eyes closed. Feeling a little wobbly, but feeling good. 5 seconds. Chest press with that hip drop in 2, 1. All right. So remember, push-ups on your toes, on your knees, whatever you want. Stepping our hands right beside, or our feet right beside our hands. So down, up, step, drop your hips, lift your chest just for a split second. Hips up, controlled, reach backwards. Right. 20 seconds to go. For a minute's a long time. If at any point you need to, just shake those arms out. Or you can hang out in this stretch a little bit longer because it feels really good. 10 seconds to go. Back press is coming up. And 3, 2, 1. All right. On our backs, facing the ceiling. Remember, driving our elbows into the ground to lift us up. On the buzzer, let's do this. Good, controlling it on the way down, don't just fall. If you want to make this move harder, just hold at the top longer. To make it easier, rest at the bottom longer. And then you're just working with whatever range of motion However much strength you have to lift yourself up, that's how far you're going to go. If it's an inch, if it's 4 inches, whatever you can. All right, as soon as that buzzer goes, we'll be up on our feet. Lunges again coming up. All right, get set. All right, it's lunges, nice and slow. Oh, I didn't start the workout on my watch. We're gonna have to start over, guys. There you go, don't skip any steps on this lunge. Everything's important, especially as we turn our thumbs out, it opens up our chest and shoulders. Right, we're forward, we're on devices. Sitting, things are in front of us all the time. We really got to open up the shoulders and chest. And make sure on those lunges, we're never pushing off our toes. Got it backwards there. She's distracting me, guys. 5 seconds. T push-ups or kick-throughs coming up. All right, push-up position. We're on the flip. Up, down, flip. After these, we got the flop. All right, let's do it. So push-up and T, or push-up and kick-through. Feeling that burn? 22 seconds to go. Remember, if you need to, push up on your knees or just shake out those arms a couple seconds. Cobra's coming up next. All right, face down. Stretch those arms out. Give your partner a high five. All right, hands off the ground. Let's rotate. Point those palms forwards, right back around. So these ones, you're going to feel that burn a lot. Slow and controlled. Remember, point those palms forward at the top. That's what's opening up that chest and shoulders. "15 seconds. Up on our feet next. And we're going to do Joe's lunges. Shake it up. Take those studies out. All right, Joe. You're doing your lunges. Remember, it's more of a hip hinge than a lunge. Loading your bum, loading your hamstrings. Keeping that back straight as you can, that opposite arm. Let's do something creative with it. Give someone behind you a high five. It's halfway. Nice work. 15 seconds to go. And keeping that weight back in your foot. Getting that bit of a rotation, loading those hamstrings. 5 seconds. Superman planks coming up. All right, face down. Hands and knees or hands and toes, whatever is best for you. All right, let's do this. Remember, you're just holding it long enough to say you are in control of this exercise. You have the balance. She touched my hand. 20 seconds. You go, if you need to digress, right, you don't have to do it the whole rest of the time. You can even just do a couple reps. Let's get a little bit more gas in the tank and then back up onto your toes. All right, face down. Prone shoulder press. Remember, palms facing each other. Pull the shoulder blades back and down a bit to start. All right, so lift up your chest. Hands off the ground. Let's go. Thirty seconds to go. Second break coming up. And then last round. As much as you can. Keep it off the ground. If you need to, rest a couple seconds. Bring it up when you're ready. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, you guys, 10 seconds. Last set of squats. All right, in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So if you haven't tried it with your eyes closed yet, now is the time. Remember, we're holding on your tippy toes long enough to be in control of your balance. A nice big range of motion with those arms. Wide behind you, wide arc to lift over your head. Nice and smooth with that calf raise. 20 seconds to go. Push-ups with our hip drop coming up next. Work on our upper body as we gain some mobility and work our core. 3, 2, and 1. All right, push-ups. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So push up. Step beside your hand, drop those hips, lift your chest. Hips up, slow reach backwards. halfway, or if it's getting too hard, just hang out in this stretch a little longer. Feels good. Or if you can't step your hands right, or your feet by your hands, with your hands on the ground, you should be using a stool. 10 seconds. All right, on our backs. All right, shoulder blades back and down. Elbows, drive them in. Lift them as much as you can. Rest it back down, controlling it that whole time. Up on our feet next. We have our lunges on that beat. 20 seconds left. Remember, if you want to make it harder, hold it longer. If you want to make it easier, rest at the bottom longer. Just try not to do a sit-up. All that power is coming from driving your elbows down into the mat. All right. Up we come. Lunges. 3, 2, 1. Backward step. Get down nice and low. Stretch out here. Up. Rotate. If you want to add this exercise into one of your own routines, having your front foot on a Bosu ball, oh man, that's hard. Same with those push-ups that we just did. Throw your hands up on that Bosu. That instability, that makes it tough. "15 seconds. T push-ups or kick-throughs coming up. In 3, 2, 1. All right, push-up position. All right, 2, 1. Let's do it. All right, third set of these. Remember, use your knees if you need to for that push-up. If you're doing the T's and you're running out of steam, just skip the push-up. Five seconds left. 3, 2, 1. All right, cobras. Stretch those arms out. Oh, I don't want to do these.
Nope.
All right, let's do it. Hands off the ground. Point those palms forward as you come up. Control it down. Do your best not to touch your hands to the ground, but I already am. So if you need to, go for it. It's halfway. We'll take a couple seconds as you need it to rest. But otherwise, do your best. Big range of motion. Point those palms forward at the top. 12 seconds. Up on our feet next. We got Joe's lunges. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's do this. Remember, it's not just a lunge, it's more of a hip hinge. Knees are unlocked, bum reaches backwards, weight goes back in your foot, loading your bum, loading your hamstrings. It's halfway. Two more moves to go after this. Superman's shoulder press. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. All right, down on the ground. Hands and knees, or hands and toes. 3, 2, and 1. Getting harder to balance third time. It's halfway. Twelve seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. All right, last exercise. All right, stretch those arms up, palms facing each other. A little bit of a chest lift. Let's go. Shoulder press to chin up. Driving those elbows down and back, reaching all the way forwards. If you're training with a partner right now, now's the time to look up at them, make a silly face. 15 seconds. Come on, you got these. Last 10.
Oh.
Nice job. Good job. All right, everyone. Nice work today. Let's loosen up the arms. Now, we don't need a ton of stretching after that one, because a lot of those moves were mobility moves as well as strength. Let's take one arm, let's pull it across. You survived the up-down flip-flop extravaganza. I like the name. Switch arms. Nice, loosen it out. All right, we're gonna go down hands and knees. We're gonna stretch our lats. Those big muscles under our armpits. So we're gonna take one hand, cross it underneath your planted hand, palm up, and just gently pull away from it on the ground. Let your friction between your forearm and the ground hold it there. Just a gentle pull. And let's come up, switch sides. And let's come up. Now you're going to reach out front, palm up, and gently pull down on it. Now whether your palm is up or your thumb is up, you might feel it more one way or the other. And this should feel a little more tense than that last one we did. Switch sides. And let's come up on our feet. Let's give our legs a quick stretch. Pull one foot up and back. If you can, get both hands on it. Lift that chest up, square it up as best you can. If you can't, that's okay. You can grab onto something if you need to for balance. And switch legs. All right. Nice work today, guys. And if you haven't already, make sure to like the video. Just hit subscribe, keep up to date on our latest workouts so you can see how we stay fit with 5. All right, nice work.